as an expert.
Yes, thank you. Donnie, I appreciate the opportunity, and probably the first thing I want to say is anybody can do this. You don't have to come up with anything grand. It's just kind of, it all started from a planning perspective. Our family are big in football. Our boys have always played football, and our daughter cheered, and this all originally started for me back when our oldest son was a freshman in high school. And what my husband and I were looking for is we were so excited to be high school football parents. We were seeking out anything to associate ourselves to being a Harmony Longhorn. And we wanted the schedule, we wanted to be boosters, we wanted to be all of that to support our team. And the only thing I could find was something in the newspaper that printed out the game schedules that pretty much covered the entire refrigerator. So I was already using the football schedules and using the college and the pro teams, and I thought, well, if they can do this, we can do football, high school football also. And that's kind of really where it started. And I went to the coaches and just said, this is what I need. They were all very cooperative. And again, I didn't know all the coaches at that time, but that was kind of how I got to know them. Then the next part is determining what that process was, and they gave me the football schedule for varsity, JV, and freshman, because we were just freshmen at that point. And that's kind of where it started. The athletic directors have those. The football coaches have those. Many of the state schools, or the schools in the state, have to have these schedules and their contracts done by this time of year. When they're doing their spring games, most of them just finished. They already know what their schedule is going to be for fall. So they were critical in the piece and helped me make it happen and proof it and all of that. And the end result really is, I think I'm going in year 9 or 10 here of doing these schedules, and it's gotten to the point where if I didn't do them, they would be a little offended. And they look forward to it. And we went to an open house a couple weeks ago for the incoming freshmen, and there's one teacher that's a coach, and he had all 8 or 9 years lined up. And he kept them all, and the reason he kept them all was because he wanted to see the complexities or the difficulties of the schedules throughout the season. Some of the people help me get these out. I don't necessarily mail them out. I have utilized the partnerships with the principal, who in turn, he gives the whole box to administration to all the teachers. They have them in their classrooms. The cheerleading coaches for varsity, JV, and freshmen, they give them to all their students or all their cheerleaders and their parents, and the same thing with the football team. And then I give them to the athletic boosters, and they give them to all the booster members, and I never have any left over. So, and they know who I am, and when I come on campus, they know who I am, and the relationship has just grown incredibly. Actually, this morning I was with our head football coach, Coach Butler, and we were going over some of the plans for summer to communicate to the parents. So it's kind of like that relationship wasn't what I was intending in the beginning. It was just intending on planning, but I truly have a partnership with them at this point. And I would have to say 50% of my referrals come from my interactions with these magnets in the education area. So, and I'd say it's one piece of advertising that when times were difficult and you had to pick which you were going to keep, I never dropped this one. So,
well, I think that's significant that, you know, you would be able to 50% of your referrals, and then, you know, of course, through, as you say, a difficult time that we've had through the real estate market. It's just been, you know, it's an economical piece, so it's not expensive, and then, you know, really what people need right now is a good community, and it sounds to me like that's really worked for you, Racquel. Racquel, one of the things that fascinates me is that, you know, I remember playing high school football myself, and, you know, you only get those few years in high school, and you were just talking about the coach, and he was keeping the schedules for a level of complexity. That's the first time I've heard that. I've also heard that a lot of the players and parents will keep them as collector's items too, because they'll keep track of the win-losses and who they played and the record from the previous years. wasn't it you that told me that?
Yep, they do. They'll keep it, and sometimes they'll put it in their scrapbook, and they do for their students. But I walked into the front office one day, and they had actually taken the magnet and blown it up to a very large copy and put it at the front desk. So when you walk in, boom, it's right there. So it's once you create this piece.
We'd like to help with this letter.
And you put it together, it just kind of goes with it. So definitely.
Well, I love how it starts. It starts with you and being able to share the information. You get it rolling, and then the coaches are key, and they get it to the boosters and the cheerleaders, and ends up getting with the families, and then of course you end up as a nice surprise is the business that's associated with being able to get those referrals. So it's a good relationship that it appears that you've been able to create in your community by using these schedules. So you can see that it's easy to do in comparing a lot of different pieces that's out there. We like to invite people to try it at a easy level to start, where you would just take a few hundred schedules, and with giving us the high school name and colors, we can create a schedule that is tailored for the school with their colors and information. We can either include a JV team and the varsity team, or just a varsity team. We also have football shapes that are tailored for the high school as well. You can, of course, use the 1 to 6 team schedule and mix those with college or pro. But for this particular event, and really just connecting and showing that you're involved with the school, it's better to sponsor them as perhaps just the single team from what we've seen. So that's really all you got to do to get started is say, I want 300, and tell me the name of the school and the colors, and we'll design it for you and do your personalization, put your photo on it with your company logo and key text that's important, like a phone number and maybe a tagline or call to action. Then we'll send it to you. You approve that design, and once you've approved it, that's when we actually bill you, print, and ship. And then what we suggest is you just go to the first game and just hand them out at the gate. Don't even have to go in the game. Just hand them out, shake hands, meet new contacts. If you want to try a different approach, you can do that, or just give them to the school, and it'll work. We have seen it time and time again, and we believe that so strongly in it that we're discounting the product and willing to help you. We're going to, at the conclusion of this webinar, provide you with an email of a marketing guide that explains this process, different ways to do this, as well as a coupon. And that coupon will give you an opportunity to order. You can order anywhere from 100 to as many as you want, but just at 300, if you wanted to try 300, it'd be $102 just for the schedules. We'll give you half-price shipping. We'll do the design portion where we personalize it with your logo and your information here, like you see at the bottom. We'll do that for free. And then for the team, you just give me the colors and the team name, and I'll find the schedule for you. And we'll input it and design it, and then send you a proof. That's a savings of $81.75. It's a tremendous opportunity for you to test this out and try it. So to do it, all you got to do is just open that post-webinar email that we've provided you. It's got the coupon, as I say, the marketing guide, and a link to our high school football schedules if you want to look at them online. You can order them directly from the internet. We'll make sure that with your coupon code that you ordered that everything is taken care of as we've agreed with the free personalization and the custom teams laid out at no cost, no additional cost. Or you can just call us and mention that you attended today's webinar, and we'll take care of you with the special pricing. So that concludes our portion of the the main portion of the webinar. Open it up now for any questions. Be glad to field those. Anybody have any questions that they'd like to ask that may have come up? You can feel free to type those or just speak openly. I know one of the questions that we get a lot of times is how do you do that personalization? I mentioned that we would do the professional design. If you do work with us, we have our football schedules available in the 1 to 16 format where you can use our Build It software. It doesn't involve any intervention from a graphics person. You can design it yourself. We've got all the logos and information there. You can lay it out and approve your proof at no additional cost right there online, and it cuts out the time that a designer actually has to go in, edit it, and set it up for you, and then email it back to you. It's been a real nice new addition to our website that we've implemented. So that's a great tool for you. And of course, we always have our professional design services available. Now, I would share with you too, maybe you've got a connection into an elementary or middle school. Really what we're focusing on in this particular webinar and sharing is the high school teams and how to approach that. But what a lot of people do to connect in the elementary and middle schools is use an important date school calendar that has all the key events throughout the school year that are taking place. These are on sale right now. We're having a special promotion for those too. I would tell you that for ordering school schedules or the high school schedules, that most people like to receive those June, toward the end of June, no later than early July to get them out. Racquel, that's about the time schedule you usually work on, isn't it?
Yeah. Donnie, the thing that I like to do is I want to get those out June, July in hand. Football practices, they have usually their camps in July. Cheerleaders go to camp in July also. So families are getting ready for the new year. So the sooner I can get that to them, the better. I don't want to wait till the last minute because the beginning of school is an absolute bombardment of information coming out to parents. Parents are out there shopping, so the sooner you can get it done, the better. The administrative people, they'll put the stuff in the teachers' mailboxes before the teachers get there. A lot of times they'll have the welcome back committee events for the teachers, or welcome back for the teachers, and they can give them out there as well. So it's just the sooner you can get them done, the better.
Well, right now is the time to get started as far as your design time, and we can get those shipped out to you relatively quick, and you do want to get those with most of the scrimmages and opportunities to start getting those out in July. Most of the administrative staff is there. The coaches, of course, are training their people and available throughout the summer as well. So it's good timing and really easy to get in touch with people if you want to get to know them on a first-name basis and take that approach. I would also remind people that we're going to launch our 2013 magnetic calendars on June 12th. A lot of emails and calls right now. Everybody wants to know when the calendars are going to be out. And you'll be able to see those live on the web on the 12th. And I'll give you a little inside information. We've made some really significant changes to the calendars and part of the product lineup and increased it. We've got so much selection this year. We showed it to our sales team yesterday, and everybody's so excited because of the changes that we've or additions we've made. It would probably be a better way to put it. I don't want to give away the secrets. We'll wait till June 12th on that. Well, we've finished up here. I'll give another opportunity. I see Dan's asked a question. Can we advertise the company and another? Yes. Actually, you can, Dan. Now, when there's different ways we can do that, but since we design the schedules, you can certainly we can do a lot of different things to them. In the personalization area that you see, I'm going to flip over to a schedule real quick and show you. On the sponsor schedule, what we can do for you, if you want to keep this key space, we could work with putting an ad here. If you had somebody in mind in this block, we can put split personalization if you wanted to share something. I don't recommend that. This is a 2 by 3.5 area that really you need to have your company's information in. And then, of course, we can do some other things. Now, that does change the pricing when you get into some custom design pieces. So that part would be glad to talk to you about that. You can certainly, we can get on the phone, trade some emails, however you like to communicate. I can explain some of that to you, but it's very inexpensive to do. Just not sure what you had in mind as far as who you wanted to advertise. So we could talk about that further, but the sky's the limit. We're the manufacturer, so we can do it. It's just a matter of how much time it's going to take and what's involved. But one of the easiest ways is the way I just showed you. Christina, you were asking about where do I get the information to purchase them. I'm going to send you an email. That's right here. And basically, you can, in that email, there's a coupon code. If you want to order them yourself online, you can do that. Enter the coupon code when you check out, or just call in to the 1-800 number on the screen, the 1-800-869-7562, and say, hey, I was in the webinar and I want to order my schedules and get that special deal, and we'll take care of you. No problem there. So you can either order through our website at magnetusa.com or by phone, either way. Any other questions? Good questions. All right. Well, be on the lookout. We're going to do more webinars. We have a lot of fantastic ways to use our products. A lot of people just don't know how. And as you can see, in today's world, it really is important for us to get out and shake some hands, and how the football schedules and a lot of the other pieces we have will be helpful. So thank you for attending today. Look forward to the email. It'll be to you here shortly. And give me a call personally if you like. I'd love an opportunity to talk to you and share more about what we can do. Racquel, thank you so much for taking out of your time and sharing with those in the industry what you're doing. Really appreciate it.
No problem. And, I think it's a great thing. And I could say one thing, just it's all about value, and parents and teachers love information that's given to them that's helpful. So whatever form you give it to them, whether it's a football schedule, whether it is a important school date calendar, parents and families always appreciate that because they're always seeking that out. So however it works for you, find the fit that's best for you, and just go ahead and give it a start.
All right. Well, thanks again, Racquel. I hope everybody has a great rest of this Wednesday, and look forward to hearing from you in